Hey, welcome back guys on my channel. So today I just stumbled upon on a Reddit post, which is actually interesting because in here release some kind of news of AOS and also some kind of news of their beta testing, which is upcoming. This kind of news you can find there. You find some kind of drama from certain company and also some other things. But the main thing that I found in here is that some guy who needs a wake up call to remove his addiction from this a certain game, which is none other than the HSR, yes, the most predatory gacha game. Now, after when I read this article, I'm not gonna read it whole because it will take a long, too much time. I will explain the key moment is that he needs an actual help from the persons from this group's person who are also a gambler, which is an actually irony because you are just asking to other people, or you are just asking an other smoker that how they are feeling right now, how they quit it. Yes, that's actually good thing because if you just find someone who is similar to you, that person is can improve themselves from the moment from the position that you are in. This is an actual good thing. Sorry if that rude for some people. Okay, anyway, the main thing is that he spent 2,500 euro, which is actually 2,500 USD dollar, which came by lots of money, which is also someone's living cost, and also which is someone's salary for a month, 30 days. Now he just spent 2,500 euro the span of 12 months in this game. And what was the reason was? The reason was E6 Saver and also E6 Archer, which is from the Fate collab that already happened in HSR. The banner also there, and they didn't even mention when the banner will be end. Now the basically thing is that he isn't here to brag about why he's addicted into this game, but he's just here to get some help from these experts, or actually not actually experts, the people, to share their story so that he can even relate himself and just remove his addiction from this kind of shithole. Now the first thing that he mentioned is that when he first spent 35 euro before years ago, he did a budge on these things, that he was thinking, why did I just purchase $35 onto into some kind of digital pixel gacha game? But after when just he spent this $500 on a saver, he didn't even actually but he just thinking about himself that if he just go back to his past, then he might be stopped there, but he might not. That's how his addiction is right now. So basically I'm going to share my story into these things before explaining the whole thing. Is that there was a time when I also went this kind of phase. I also went like I need this character, this and that character to that certain aspect, certain point. Like I need these characters E1, E2, also some certain amount of constellation, or etc. etc. There was an story like when the Inazuma came in Genshin 2021. Correct me if I am being wrong, but in that time people were crazy over Inazuma because in that time other gacha game was come close to Genshin Impact. Now you maybe tell about Fate. Fate was actually had already built their huge fan base according to 2015 to 2017. So that's not I'm going to compare with the Fate, because Fate was actually a regional based game, where Genshin was actually a whole global based game where it captured the Asia and also the Western culture too. The main thing was that when Inazuma came out, the first character that released was like a, in that time Ayaka was like a 2 years ago's character, and also she's a beta character who have a similar attack pattern just like a Virgil and also the popular series from the Devil May Cry. And it was actually frustrating and fascinating to see that she can deal so many kind of hack and slash and etc other things, being the tempted one because I am myself as a flashy guy who loves flashy things, but I hate RGB, which is an irony thing. Anyway, when she just dropped, people were back and forth pulling her, especially in my Discord group. Everyone pulled her, everyone winning the 50-50. In the other hand, I was like a 40 or 50 PT away to hit the PT, but that was not even guaranteed. So I thought I should spend like a 35 or 45 $40 to pack to get the extra rewards, which is a first time bonus. Then I would like a 30 or 40 pulls on that time so I can even reach the PT, but it was not even sure that am I going to win the 50-50 or not. So in that moment I thought, should I even go there? That's the basically main thing. And after sometimes giving a thought in here, I thought, no, this is not the things that I should be spent there. I insist so much, should I go there, should I be there? Because when I open my Facebook, when I open my social media, I seriously saw everyone pulling their icon and just flexing back and forth, flexing everyone. It just boiled up my mind that I should spend it. That's the basically main thing. If you're just going through that kind of phase, please block those all the things, ignore them, and you will be fine. Now some people would suggest that, hey, if you cannot face the problem, then how you can be a man? You don't have to be a man. You don't have to face the problem. If that problem is causing you the ruckus, if the problem causing you the main problem, then I guess it is the fine thing that you should just ignore them. Okay, that's the first news when Genshin came on. But Basically, I just spent Genshin like a 70 to $75. Well, it is not even a very high amount of it compared to this guy. But in my opinion, this is actually really high amount for myself, because in our country, economy is really goes up and down, and it is not even stable. That's why people are going overboard from our country. Okay, the main thing is that there are other case also happened to me. Like, this is totally happen on Genshin, because this is from Whoever's game. You already know that Whoever's is a very big juggernaut company when it comes to gacha company, and they just cover the whole over the world. Whatever game they release, it will be a sure hit, because they already built their loyal fan base. Okay, let aside that. When the HSR came out, yes, the game this guy also mentioning HSR, I was also tempted. I wanted to pull that particular character, this and that, but somehow the things that I have for Ayaka in that game, moment that I felt frustrated when I didn't get the Ayaka, it was not even same, but it didn't stop there. Like recently, 5 or 6 months ago, when the Ammo first came out, they released a broken support character, which is none other than name of the Tribi. Yes, the name is Tribi. Yes, already know that. Where the three just siblings go rocket and throw the rockets to the enemy without any kind of worry. Yes, he was the broken support. And yeah, HSR already released so many broken support, and also the main good thing is that, funny thing is that, all the support character also have their competition. Like, this support character will be viable for 6 or 7 months, then other support character will reach on the previous one. That's the main thing that HSR doing for a while. But right now, when HSR is started to do that, I feel so much tempted that I should get the TV. Now, basically, I just wake up the whole night grinding back and forth, try to get the character, but I just lost her to a Jeopard on my 75. Then I just go back to my calculator and calculating how many days I have left to her banner, and also if I bought a monthly package and also bought some kind of battle pass, should I even reach the PT? Because the content that I have already cleared in this game, nothing left me to cover up. What should I do? So basically, when I calculated it, after so many calculating, I realized that I could even reach like a 50 or 60 PT. Then other 10 pool I have to spend like a direct top up. What should I do then? So basically, I just did everything I have. Like, I didn't even buy anything else, but I reached that 50 PT with my F2B pools. But that was the final day of her banner, and I was so much tempted that I should even spend that $45 or like a $50 pack. I don't know what is the top of amount in HSR. And man, I realized I just called to my seller that, hey man, do you here? I just gamble. I also gamble in that point that seller respond to me on that time. I would even buy no matter what. If he didn't respond, cancel the things. That's the main thing that I would do in that moment. And the good thing is the seller respond me after that day when the banner was over. Basically, I was safe and totally chill. Also, I didn't get TV on her second rerun. I'm totally chill. I don't have to go hard, because this is the gacha game. This is the pixel gacha game, where these all the games will be over at some point, and the investment will be nothing will be there. So that's the main. Now let's talk about another part of it. If you're one of those content creator, you can make money by spending on gacha game and entertain your consumers. I guess you can just spend on this game. Or if you're one of those guys who is sponsored for this game, you can also spend this game. That's not going to stop you, because you are getting money from it. But if you're one of those guys, yeah, man, I just like her design, I just doing that, please think about twice before spending on it. And before spending on it, also think about it. Are you going to regret it or not? Because regret is the main part where it hits really hard. No matter what you do, it will be just think, what did I do in the past? So that's the main thing. Never regret. If you have some kind of regret over doing this, if you think yourself position like, I'm going to regret if I just do that, please don't do that. Simply, yes, that's easier than said, because it's a done that said, because some people just spend it like a vigorously. That's why I played multiple gacha game, not played in a regular or like a basis way. It is like my part-time job. Not no, I just played for like releasing my pressure from this gacha temptation. That's the main thing. Okay, now the thing that he spent, it might be really regretful. Like, when after sometimes later, when he need that particular money, 2,500 euro, he will be thinking that, why did I spend this money on this digital pixel gacha game? Why did I do that? Is it going to be helpful? No. If we spend on that character, no, I know that you are really love that particular character. You love that her design, you love her gameplay, whatever it is, you will be bored at some point. So in that case, I would like to say that anything, if you want to spend on it, think about twice, because second thought will be the best thought that you are going to get decision. First thought will be the one where it's just going to be the first victim of. Okay, now let's talk about the persons who let's talk about the comments who giving him some kind of like a response or also suggestion towards his addiction. And the first one is that he called it look up your cart, change it so you don't have easy access to spend in one click, make it longer so you have to really think about it. That's helped me break my bad habit and spending a minimal. Now as a result, you also need to take control. You need to really want to solve. Yes, that's the thing that he mentioned. Thus, I also mentioned that giving a second thought. If it take time to purchase a particular character, so many thoughts will come to your mind, especially if it is out of your restriction, if it's out of your boundary. Like you just never spend something like this much of a scale. Like let me give you an example. You eat daily breakfast for 85 or like a $1. That will be not that is not something for you to think about it. Why did I spend for a breakfast for a $1? Yes, that's not going to be thoughtful thing that going to come in your mind. But when it is exit that $1, that's the point where you realize that should I even do that or should I even, that's the option will become when it is exit to your total budget. So in that case, if it is a longer process, in those time the decision will be changed. So other people also agree that person to his suggestion, and some guy also share some other Final Fantasies well who also have the same problem as this guy. Okay, and some other people also agree with him, also giving him a suggestion. So basically in the end, all I can say that don't spend it if you are already regret it, and please don't spend it like a hey man, this game is have a some kind so many player base, this game or company also a really big company, so if I spend on it this game won't be us. Please don't have this kind of thought in your mind, because whatever this company is, everything will come to an end. If Genshin just end their story, the 50% player base will be dropped. No one will have any kind of interest. What kind of character they will release? All they will release just like a reskin, all the things which does not have any kind of related to the story, because the already story is done. That's why they are just milking the story and also keeping the filler patch to longer the story to reaching the end point. They want to make money from their fans. So overall, all I can say that spend wisely, giving a second thought. Hope I can give you a suggestion if you're one of those guys who's watching my video. Also trying to give you a suggestion based on my own experience that I have also felt in this kind of situation that this guy also facing right. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you like it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and